Hello everyone, welcome to Getting Unsnagged Part 2. I'm Buzzard, and obviously I made Getting Unsnagged Part 1, and I made that video before the physics were introduced to the game. After the physics were introduced to the game, it kind of changed it up a little bit. The lines and the rods, much more sensitive. Before the physics update, you could really just horse it right out, just give it a good yank. After the physics update, it's much more sensitive, and it's much easier to snap your line, even rods, and grind up your reels. So, I wanted to make this new one to show you how to get unsnagged. Now, it's important to point out, the higher end equipment you have, the thicker your lines, the more powerful your reels, it's much easier to horse your way out of the weeds. But when you got really light stuff, it's very difficult because you can only put so much pressure on your line without it snapping. And this is the case here. I have some very light stuff. I believe I have 06 braid, a Callisto reel. It has 4 pounds of drag, and I don't even know the rod. It's very low end stuff. And as you can see, I'm snagged. This is like one of the worst snagging reels there is. For some reason it's so weak. And yeah, I'm snagged. It's pretty good. Now, okay, how do you get out of it? You can just hit B and snap your line. You'll lose your lure. Where's the fun in that, right? There is a way to get out, but it's not foolproof, let's say. It all depends on your line. You should never use really, really thin line, because it's almost impossible to get out with anything with like mono, under 4 or 5, around that. It's almost impossible. You're just gonna snap your line. Let's see. First of all, you can usually get out of any kind of snag easy by increasing your drag. You increase your drag by hitting the plus and minus. You can see a little round wheel below. It's increasing and decreasing as I hit. Now, the more drag you have, the more tension you'll have in the reel, but the more likely you are to break your line. So you want to be real careful. And see that? We just popped right out. But we got real high on that tension bar. That's the secret to getting out. Lower my drag back down. With this new physics patch, you have to be very sensitive because that line snaps. It's over. So the secret to getting out with this patch is quite simply just be patient, be determined. Don't let the tension bar max out. It's really that simple. If you max that tension bar out, it's gonna snap and you're done. You don't have a chip. Oh, I hate when this happens. Oh, get out of here. I don't want you. I don't want you. Wow, look at that. Huh? Big fish. Get out of here. Alright, there we go. That's a good snag right there. Oh, look at that. That's nice. We got a good snag. Good snag. You know, believe it or not, it's really difficult to get snagged when you try to. I know that sounds stupid. You see, we're dug in pretty good here. I'm pulling. You can see I'm just taking line out. The drag is so weak. Alright, now let's try it. Just a slight increase of drag. Again, always careful about that tension bar. You never want to max that out. You can see we're still pulling, even with 3 drag. We can still pull. Alright, so I would call this a really good snag. This is the kind of snag where a lot of people end up snapping their lines. I'm going to show you. Trick number 1. You always want to, with mouse wheel, remove any tension from the line. That's first and foremost. In most cases, believe it or not, it'll pop right out as soon as you do that. Okay, now we have no tension on the line. Nothing to get in our way. Right now, let's drag down the 1, and we'll just slowly work it up. Go back and see if we can pull it. Again, always careful to not max out that tension bar. Alright. Now let's give it, with a little bit of tension, let's give it a little bit more. Drag. And we'll pull. Nothing. Okay. Let's reel in a little, just a little bit of drag tension on the line. Add a little more drag. Just keep trying. You pop it out. Wait, we're going to add a little bit more drag. Now we got to be careful, because you see how high we're getting up on the tension bar there? Reel. Oh, oh, oh. Now we get the reel. You see, I told you the Callisto was a piece of crap. Ooh, it wants to blow up. Nice and smooth. Maybe take the tension higher now. Higher drag setting. Boom, you got it. Took 5 on drag settings, but we got it. Now back it down. It's really just that simple. You just gotta be... Well, actually, let me show you something. Let's see what we got here. You can see what I'm using. I'm using braid 6 pound test. Like I said, I wouldn't honestly recommend anything lower than that if you want to reasonably get out of snags. Like stuff like this, 105 or 107 with 2 and 3 pound test. That's brutal. To get out of that, you gotta get kind of lucky. Alright, yeah, this Callisto, this is notoriously bad for getting in snags. So, let's go back. Let's try some more. Ooh, that's nice. I love that. Right as soon as it drops in, you're snagged. Like I say, the technique is really simple. Just don't max out your drag. And it works the same. Again, I'm using, what was it, 006 braid. 6 pound test. That's pretty light line still. If you have like 30 pound test, obviously it's much easier. When you get the light stuff, you gotta be really, really careful. And I see, I got a nice snag here. Liking it? Oh, I'm liking it. I am liking it. Alright, let's try our technique. We're gonna let out all the line. Back reel out, get some slack in the line. You don't want any drag or any tension on it. Right, now we'll start it all over again. Reel in a little bit. Just enough to create some tension. There we go. You just want the tip of your rod to bend a little bit. Now let's hit the plus key on the keyboard. Increase tension a little. Give it some pulls. Careful. Let's try a little bit more. See, we're getting close. We're getting close to that tension bar max out. You just gotta be patient. You can get it out, and again, in most cases, unless you're using really, really thin line, you can get it out. Right. Let's let out a little tension, add a little drag. See, we're getting into real. Oop, this bio. Alright, come on. Let's go a little bit. There we go. We're out. See, it's all about patience. And never letting that tension bar go. You like that? Oh, look at this. We got another one. We got 2 for the price of 1. And we're out. key is simple. Just never max out that tension bar. It doesn't matter if you're using really thick line, really thin line, with exceptions obviously. Just keep that one going. Let's see if we can get one more. Right. I told you it's really difficult to get snagged when you're trying to. It's actually why I've taken so long to make this video. I wanted to make it like a month ago. I just can't get snagged. Come on. No. No. Oh. Oh, beautiful. Let's set some line out. Go back and see if we got a good one. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Ooh. Alright, let's go through the process. Let out all tension on the line. Back reel it out. Or I drag to 1, as low as possible without completely having it off. Now add a little tension. And we'll just give it some light pull. Oh, light pulls. Very light pulls. Alright, let's have a little tension, and we're going to add the drag with the plus sign. Right there, nothing. Alright, it's good. Reel in a little. You want that, just that tip of that rod to bend a little. But always be careful about the tension bar. Right now we're getting close, so we gotta be real careful with our pulls. I'm just turning the mouse to the left a little bit, and to the right. Just slowly try and see if you can wiggle it out. Ooh. Okay, let's go back in a little bit. Let's add a little more tension on the drag. Now we're getting real close. It's always dangerous when you get up there. Oh, this is a good one. Very gentle. Oh, and there we go. Wow. Now we snagged again? No. Alright, you can see it works pretty good. You just, like I say, be patient, be determined. Whatever you do, don't let the tension bar max out. If you max it out, it's going to snap your line and you're done. Hopefully it works for you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Again, thanks for watching. Good fishing. Good luck.